Eriwoja, eriwoja, eriwoja. Ayafo, ayaso, ayache, ayamu. O meriwo sinkwe. Ìbà Olódùmarè, ọba àti bèrè kí ajé, ìbà tí òjò, ìbà tí òrùn, ìbà lé ojú èsì kò yé èrí, ìbà Ọ̀rúnmìlà lè pín, ìbà Ọ̀rúnmìlà ètò kò tún, ìbà Ọ̀rúnmìlà ètò kò sín, ìbà kọ́dà, ìbà ṣẹ́dá, ìbà ọba ìrìṣà nífẹ̀, ìbà lájẹ̀lú nífẹ̀, ìbà ọbalìrin nífẹ̀, ìbà olóyè fọ̀ṣúrì bórími ìlú òní àbígbà ìbà ifápá mílá ìbà olúṣọlá àkèrèdọ́ọ̀lù ìbà àròlọ kíṣe ìbà ìyàwójú èyí ìbà ìgúngún ìbà bàbá ìbà yẹ̀yẹ́ ìbà lọ́fìn ìgúnfìn líle ìbà gbọ́pọ̀ àwo ìbà ojúgbọ́n náà ìbà ọmọ dúrúwà Ọ̀rúnmìlà dákúndábò pẹ́lẹ́ 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 Ọ̀rúnmìlà dákúndábò pẹ́lẹ́ 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 Ọ̀rúnmìlà dákúndábò pẹ́lẹ́ 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 lóòtún lóòsí àríra gúúsù ilá ilé pẹ́lẹ́ o ilé wa èrè wa èrè ní o. Aboru aboye abo abo shishu agbo atu oso de guru from. This is Babo Poisongo. Ifa Koride, Ifa Dairo. No one's here yet, but I'm just kind of going in doing my thing in the making today. Haven't got on live. Have I got on live here before? Trying to think if I got any on live here before. Give me just a second. So that's so mainly I don't know if my voice is coming through properly or not, but I am in the making today primarily, and tonight, hey, how you doing tonight with Chico? So I'm a Babalao a la Bigba, meaning I'm a Babalao that uses the tool of our Bigba. Thank you. Are you familiar, Chico, Mr. Chico, with Ifa? Favorite food. What's my favorite food? Egusi stew. Yeah. Not familiar with it. Okay, so Ifa is a traditional oracle of the Yoruba people. I am a Babalao a la Bigba, meaning I am a priest of Ifa within a traditional Yoruba system. So what that means is that I am a Babalao that uses the tool of Abigba. So I'll be coming in here more often. I just haven't had the chance to come here often as I would like to. Can you hear my voice? That's what I want to hear, because that's what I want to. So I want to set you up back here, but I don't know if people can hear my voice or not. So yes, good. So I primarily, I'm usually on TikTok. I want to come here just because I generally am not here on here, but I've been on YouTube for a long time. Again, I was initiated in Nigeria, so I don't really know the diasporic forms like that. So when people ask questions, I'm not really familiar with that in that way. But I always try to connect with folks no matter what system or what lineage that you come from. And I really look like what you call a sad cup of coffee. I have no idea. And so I usually get on here and when I'm on TikTok, I come in and I'm in the making. Primarily, I come in and I make different things like crochets, medicines, traditional medicines from Nigeria, Also make different soaps. I am a 10th generation herbalist. I'm also a Babalao a la Bigba. As I purchased the world's map, gave my wife a dart, and told her, wherever it lands, I'm taking her on holiday. Okay. That's not the topic. Topic is really just talking about E5. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. So anybody has any questions, anything like that about E5 as I'm making and as I'm doing, definitely feel free to chime in because that's what I do. This will be on there too. Speaking of goosey, this is my goosey stew. I usually have it with um, some pounded yam, some yam, but today I'm just eating it solo rolo. Mm-hmm. So tasty. But what's up? My my main thing is to connect, build with folks, and connect with the things that I do, which is Ifa. I make herbs, I make roots, I make all these things that are related to Ifa, specifically Ifa, in a way that for protection, for all kinds of things like wealth, for prosperity, for protect you as you sleep or during the day or night. Um, Making sure that your family or your children are protected, things like that. There's a bunch of different things, a bunch of different akoshes and soles and a bunch of different things like that. So I'm always in the making. That's what I'm doing today. So usually I have a topic, and I'm going to have a topic generally, but today I'm just in the making. I'm not putting anything specifically in no topic specific today, just in the making. Um, I do usually talk about Yoruba culture or Yoruba, um, different things that people may have misnomers about the Ifa tradition in general. And then specifically the type of Ifa tool that I use, which is Abigba, which is older than Ikinifa and Okwele, which all of these are Ifa tools, so it's all Ifa. Um, and so that's really where I come into play here is that, if anybody has questions about Ifa, about what it means, how it functions, what it does, how it actually goes forward, because I want to make sure that there are people who have questions about it and may go search on the internet and thinking they know everything about E5 because they searched on the internet, and that's definitely not the case, right? Because there's so much. E5 is infinite in scope, and it is an oral tradition. It's not something that is uh, easily dismissed as just some African system, like most people try to do to most African systems. E5 itself is a very ancient system. Not over the last 600, 500, 800,000 years. You're talking about way before the Ice Age, way before, the Stone Age, way before these places and times, Ifas existed in West Africa. Okay. So there are a lot of things and misnomers that go along. So I always leave the doorway open for people to ask questions, to come in, to go through, to if they want to engage with me one way or the other. I have to figure out, like, again, this is the first time I'm really on YouTube, so I want to try to figure out actually have how I can get people to come in. Hmm. Oh yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let me go get the thread though, because I'm about to start making. Give me just a second. Just a second. Where is it? So I personally make a lot of things with my hands. All of these are handmade. These medicines that I make. I don't make jewelry. I make medicine. That's what these are. Medicine. Um, Bakari shells with all kind of herbs and roots inside of these, and again for many different things. Um, so that's where how I get things moving. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Next, I'm gonna try to be on every other week, every other day rather, so that I can get a general audience in. But I really want people to ask questions because there's so much foolishness out there. Not many people really know what EFI is, not what it stands for, and what it does, right? And some of the basic things that people take for granted, right? Like even looking at my hair, people say, "Oh, that's dreads." No, I don't have dreads. This is called dada. Okay, so that's something specifically that there's many places that on the continent of Africa that lock their hair. It's not just strictly in East Africa. It's not just strictly in West Africa. It's not just strictly in the Caribbean. This is a phenomenon that happens in multiple places and spaces. Specifically, for me, from West Africa, right? That's where I am rooted in and do the work that I do. Is from West Africa. Ooh, where's my scissors? Right there. Okay. Grab my scissors. So that's generally what I make. And I deal with herbs, so I'll be coming up here more often to deal with herbs, talking to people about different kinds of herbs for different things, right? Issues or stomach pain, general issues to really hard issues. Again, I am a 10th generation herbalist. I am a Babalao Alabi, but that's the things that I do. Um, so let me go grab two. That thing. Hey. So, especially with TikTok ending, I don't know if it's going to end anytime soon, but I know it's going to. That's what they say. So I'm just preparing for whatever it may be. I figured I'd come back to where I was before, which is here. Basically, I was here before, and still have obviously a lot of videos and stuff like that I post from TikTok and other places. But I'm trying to branch out a little bit more. So again, if you have any conversations or aiding me in this, how to get this started more actively, it's always a good thing, just so that I can kind of see what folks are dealing with. Like I said, I don't deal with the diaspora in forums. Doesn't mean I'm disrespectful to them. I just don't. I've never been initiated there. I've only been initiated in Nigeria, in Africa. Do you have any pets? I do. I have a turtle. Ajakpa. Is the name of my turtle. Yep. So hopefully we can get some things moving and grooving. It's always good to. I like having good, healthy conversations. Like I said, I don't know how to really communicate with folks on here. If I can get people to come up and have multiple guests and stuff like that, I'm not sure. Um, but I'm going to try to figure that out. Chat on messages are visible. I don't know if I can get on and get do it in a different way where I can have a co-host. People come up on a panel. That's what I'm eventually going to do. Got to figure that one out. But I am a Babalao. And Babalao pretty much translates from Yoruba as Baba, meaning father, Niawo, father of or in the secrets. Because we are priests. that aid in herbal medicine and Ifa, divinations. Like I said, Ifa in our pantheon is the word of God, and that's pretty much what it's meaning too. It's saying that these things that we seek to accomplish in our lives. And so this time of the year, generally, we do beginning of the year divination because we want to make sure that all things that we connect and build. Thank you for the. I thank you for that for the likes. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah. So we try to make sure that we get everything in and mobile. Hide user on this channel. Add as a moderator. Oh, yeah. Oh, I can do that. Okay, now I know how to do that. Good. Good. Yeah. So that's what we're working with right now. Just kind of getting used to this system and how they work things on YouTube. I know there's a lot of folks doing a lot of things, so I just want to make sure. If anybody has any questions about Ifa or traditional system of Yoruba people in West Africa, definitely feel free to ask those questions because that's why I'm here. Specifically, that's the kind of work that I do. I do work not necessarily for just random things. I do the work because I seek to help people to develop, to grow. That's the point of that work that I do. Yeah. Um, so, like I said, coming up pretty soon, I start to do other things as well. Like for example, um, I'll be coming in and oops, I'll be coming in and you know go having co-host and also having people that put night because I'm gonna go to bed right now, but I'll be glad to watch your live anytime. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm normally on YouTube, and I'm trying to go on here a little bit more. That's the thing. I know it's late; it's like 11 o'clock right now, but I know folks is probably outside of outside of the country. I'm in the United States. I'm here in California, Oakland, California, in the United States. So a lot of stuff that you may be. Oh, it's 1 a.m. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So you must be in Texas or in the Midwest somewhere, huh? For the most part. Yeah. But no, I'm here in Oakland, California. Like I said, I got initiated in Nigeria though. That's where I got initiated. That's where I all of my teachers have been from. It's from Nigeria. I've never practiced anything from anywhere else, but I'm always down to talk and chop it up with people and have good conversation. Because I don't like to argue. I don't argue with people. I feel like when you argue with people, you waste kind of time, energy, effort. Oh, Illinois. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, we may. I know um I have some family in Illinois, specifically Chicago. I have a lot of family in Chicago. A lot of family in Providence, Illinois. Uh, in South Side Chicago. I have family out there. I definitely got fam out that way. But like again, I'm not from there. I know that that's where my grandfather was from. You know, so I always like to get things moving. Talking to folks, 'cause you never know who you're talking to. It may be a family member. You know, you never know. That's the beautiful thing about communication, right? Getting in and having a good conversation without hollering and screaming. I don't do all of that. That's why a lot of that stuff On TikTok, I got really irritated with because that's all they're doing is hollering and screaming every other second and not getting anything really accomplished or done or talked about really or learned. Um, because I come from the tradition that you study, you develop, you grow, you make good connections with people. That's the point. You know, only a fool thinks he knows everything, and I definitely don't think I know everything at all. There's too much to learn to know everything. You know, way too much to learn. Yeah, nah, that's the. I don't try to do any of that. What's my favorite animal? What's my favorite animal? Chameleon. I like chameleons. I like chameleons. I like panthers. I like all kind of different animals. Yeah, I'm into a lot of different kind of animals. Definitely, so much, so many things. So many animals that people don't even really know of that I've seen in Africa when I was living and going back and forth there. So much to learn in this life, yeah. So much to see, so much to learn. Ah, kangaroo is pretty cool too. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I think they're pretty cool. Especially those, man, them bad boys is aggressive. They yoke too. They are yo. They whole different thing. Yeah, a trip. I didn't even realize how many kinds of kangaroos there were. Yeah. So this medicine specifically that I'm making today is for protection. It's protection from enemies, seen and unseen. Also from those things that are as you sleep. That's what this protection specifically is for. I wish folks can come up and chop it up with me. I don't know how to do that on here. So anybody knows that, please let me know. Cause I am, I don't know. I don't know how to do that on here. I know how to do it on TikTok, but I don't know how to do it on here. You know, I don't know how to do it on here. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be on probably like every other day, every other 2 days. So I'm so busy because I have clients that come to me for IFA, for herbs, for um, IFA consultation, especially this time of the year, it becomes really busy, really busy. So I try to make time for everybody, but sometimes that time is hard to come by, for real. So when I'm super busy, I'm not on here at all. But when I am on here, I do a lot of work, a lot of work. Just trying to connect and build with folks. Like I said, I'm generally busy. I'm usually rolling on generally not Saturdays though. I don't do anything on Saturdays. This is super interesting, but my mom just told me that I gotta go to sleep now. Okay, live whenever you're live. Okay, cool, cool. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Anytime, come through, come through, come through. Appreciate you spending the time. Illinois. Wow, I've been out there for a while. I had a trip out to some of my students in North Carolina. I was out there for a little while in last year in August. So I go out there. I make my way out to Midwest and to South every once in a while, but You know, not not too often. Morning, Eastern Show. Oh, good morning, good morning. Where you coming from, George? So just in case you didn't hear at the beginning, I am a 10th generation herbalist. I am a Babalao Alabigba, so I'm a traditional priest in the Yoruba system from Nigeria. And that's where I was initiated in Nigeria, specifically. But this is new. Like I said, I've never really come on here too often, but I'm trying to come up a little. Oh, North. Oh, Iowa. Whoa. Wow. Okay. I'm in California. I'm in California. Northern California. Oakland, to be exact. Yep, I am in Oakland, California. So, yeah. What do you do out there in Iowa? You're on here late night too with me. What's it? It's the same timeline, right? So you, I'm. It's like 11 o'clock here, 11:10. What time is it out there in Iowa? This should be the same. I think we're on the same. I think we're on the same. Oh, mechanic. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Are you Oh, one. Oh, yeah, you are 2 hours ahead. Okay, you are 2 hours ahead. It's 11:10 here. 11:09, 09, 11:10. Yep. What kind of work? What kind of cars do you work on? Is it Pacific like regular cars or the newer cars with the computers on deck, or do you work on all kind of cars? What kind of cars do you work on? It's a backyard mechanic, older stuff. Some newer. Oh, okay, okay. Hey, you got to get it done, right? Yeah. How'd you transition to a lot of these? What are a lot of those new cars now? Tesla and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of onboard computers, and what's always been onboard computers, but I know that there's always cars and stuff like that. Probably now that you know a lot of folks haven't been used to working on. You know, but I'm a healer. I'm a herbalist. I heal people with herbs, specifically herbs from. Oh, would love to have one. And never seen inside one. But me either. You and me both. I've never seen one inside. I don't know if I would necessarily want. I don't know if I want one. I don't know if I want a Tesla. Tesla seems so. I don't know. I don't know if I want one. That's a little too much for me. That's a little too much for me. Well, you know what? I have been inside one. I take that back. I have a friend who, him and his wife, was showing me their Tesla, but I, never owned one. But like that, never owned a Tesla, but definitely I've been inside one. I think about that. I think it was at the van, or something like that they had. But I don't see the. It's nice. The newer ones are ugly though. How you doing, Grace? Where you coming from, Grace? Oh, 53. Okay, you're not that far above me working on the concrete. Getting old. Yeah, I feel it. I'm 49 this year. I'll be 49 in May 19th. Oh, Tennessee. Okay, okay. Yeah, no, I'm coming from Oakland, California. Yeah, but also I was telling folks that I'm a 10th generation herbalist, so I cure and help people with herbs specifically for arthritis, for all kind of um, issues going on, or certain kind of cancers and things. Where are you? I'm in California. hmm Oakland, California. Yeah, Northern California. Yep. I'm in NorCal, as they call it. But I definitely deal with all kinds of herbs and stuff like that from all over the world. Lived in West Africa for a while. Lived in different parts of West Africa, so Ghana, Burkina Faso, Nigeria, things like that. Yeah. That's why I learned a lot about the herbs too. I'm a 10th generation herbalist here in the States. No, no, the fires are more south. I'm in the north. I'm in Northern California. That's in Malibu and different part Southern California. I'm in Northern California. So it's nowhere near. It's funny because usually when there's fires in the state, um, we get a lot of ash and stuff like that because there's a lot of wildfires sometimes, and not even necessarily this time of the year. But I know that I don't. There's a lot of we don't. It's not anywhere here. Generally, there's a lot of smoke and stuff like that. Oh, it is very good. I'm glad. I was calling a few of my other friends out there in LA and other places, and I was like, "Is that near you?" He's like, "No, that's nowhere near where they're at." hmm Yeah, I'm in the Bay Area is definitely its own little space for all different kind of ways. Yeah. So, what do you do in Tennessee? What kind of work do you do in Tennessee? Caregiving artwork. Oh, okay, you're an artist. Yeah, I'm a artist as well. I mean, obviously, I make things, but it's this is medicine. But I also paint and sculpture mostly. Installation, installation work is what I do primarily. Watchable making art. Oh, what am I making now? Oh, these are medicines. So, um, in traditional Yoruba, there are certain kind of medicines that you wear for protection and for calming things down, to open things up for you medicinally or spiritually. And that's what I do primarily. But I am an artist. I also sculpt and paint and all that good stuff. But mostly installation. That's my that's my field. That's what I went to school for anyway. Do you read my mind? No, that's not the kind of thing. Ifa is look up Ifa. Traditional Ifa. Yoruba from Yoruba from Nigeria. We don't it's not that. No. That's not that kind of thing. Because it's a oracle. Ifa is an oracle. Ifa is the oracle of the Yoruba people of Nigeria, of West Africa. And so it's based off of mathematics, period. It's not hocus pocus or nothing like that. It's just based off of mathematics. Period. The binary system in particular. Oh, you sculpt. What kind of things do you sculpt? What kind of work? Clay or what medium in sculpture do you work with? Wood, clay, what kind of things you do? Oh, okay. Bad health, and I take like. Oh wow. Yeah. Oh, clay and sand. Yeah, I do a lot of different things. I work with clay. I work with obviously sewing by hand and things like that, but mostly um, I work with wood. You know, burning wood and then painting it, and then um, some of it is abstract, some of it is based off of certain things. Uh, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Curious George. Yeah, that's the type of stuff that I do work with. I work with people that I never tell people to go cold turkey off of any medication or pharmaceutical medication because your body's addicted to it now. So you have to gradually take yourself off of it. And it's hard. It's hard to deal with those things like that because there's all these side effects that go along with it. So over the course of the stuff I'll be doing here, I'll be talking a lot about herbs and things like that too that I use that I get from different parts of Africa, different parts of the Caribbean, Mexico, and also the herbs that I grow here. I do healing artwork with different mediums. Okay, what kind of mediums do you do the work in, Grace? Drawings and paintings. Okay, I just okay, cool. Thank you, Curious. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you look on some of my videos too, my profile, if you could scroll through them, there's different herbs for high blood pressure, for cholesterol, for all kinds of different things that I talk about, and then yeah, so it's a good place for you to kind of check it out, find out what's going on, and also talk about classes and stuff like that. Herbs, I may go foraging and so some of the herbs that we have. That's a good thing about California. So I know in a lot of other places in the world, a lot of places are dealing with a lot of snow and all that kind of stuff right now. But we definitely are not here in California. Like I have some clients in Boston and in Baltimore, and that's what they were talking about. They were dealing with the snow, and I think they had some snowstorms and stuff like that going on out that way too. That I know Iowa gets hit pretty hard with snow, right? This time of the year. To stop smoking. Lobelia is a good herb. Yeah, snowstorm here. Wow, sorry to hear that, Grace. First time I've been to a snowstorm, I was in Buffalo, New York. That is not fun. I was doing some artwork out there. That's not fun at all. Come from California? Yeah, I don't know snow. I have no idea what snow is because that was snow. Yeah, that's where I was dealing with too. Um, yeah, so lobelia is a good herb. to deal with, but I also use different herbs from Nigeria called akere chupan. It's also a good one. Yeah, but Missouri down to Texas has gotten hit pretty bad recently. They have. Oh yeah, they got hit real hard, really hard. Texas a few years ago too, right? Like during the pandemic or just outside the pandemic, they got hit really hard. They weren't prepared at all, at all. Yep. Saw folks get hit pretty hard down there. But that's why I live in California. You know, it's funny because I'm looking for a space in. I was just like I said in North Carolina, South Carolina, and in Georgia this last August in 2024. So I'm always kind of linking in with folks. Yeah. Yeah, it's no joke out there. I would not want to be in anybody's snowstorm. Snow is fun. I love being in snow, but not. I don't know snow. I don't know snow. Give me the warmer climates, 100%. I'll take that over any snow. I'll take an earthquake over any snow or a tornado. I was in Oklahoma uh, when I was younger, and then recently, well, not recently, but a few years after that, and that is not fun. I want to Texas. I want out of Texas. Yeah, I feel it though. Yeah, nah, I'm good with the cold. You know what's so funny though? So on my way to got family in Louisiana as well, um, and Philippines and in Nigeria. But I was going through Texas, and I'm not really used to Texas being green, right? I never been to East Texas before, so when I went in, we was going through East Texas. I was like, whoa, it's a whole other Texas. This is green, you know. Happy medium. We don't get much snow. Oh, you don't? Okay. But it's this year's different. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. That is not fun. I do not like snow. Well, it's not so much snow. I don't like cold. Like my brother's in upstate New York right now, and it was she. Like I said, I've been there before too, and it's not fun. I would not want to be there at all. At all. Not right now. In the summertime, all day long. In the winter, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I would not want to do that anytime soon. At all. Not at all. Nope. I don't necessarily mind. Like I said, cold is okay for a minute. Too cold upstate. Yeah. Oh no, I don't. No more. I so I told my brother too. I was like, yeah, I'm not coming up here in the wintertime ever again. You know, you can keep that. I'll I will visit you in the summertime or spring. But the cool thing about it is you get all the seasons. That's the cool thing that I really liked about it. Because that's the only thing in California we don't get all the seasons like that. Um, not not where I'm at anyway. We don't get all the seasons. So if you go more toward Oregon area, going up there, up that way, like extreme Northern California, way beyond me, then you'll get a some snow and all that stuff. But we definitely don't get that here. Oh, 18 degrees? Yeah, nah. We don't do 18 degrees. The coldest we get here is 50 degrees, and then that's cold for us. 15, 18 degrees. You're talking like some serious cold right there. I don't do cold like that. Yeah, nah. I visit folks in the wintertime. I'm in the summertime. You can keep any other kind of cold you want, but that's too cold for me. That's way too cold for me. Give me some nice summertime. Florida is cool though. I've been to Florida. I've been to a lot of states in the United States, and it's interesting because there's so many. We're very fortunate to be here in a lot of ways because so many different climates that you can see and feel and know. Just in California alone, there's a bunch of different kind of climates, but definitely all throughout the other states. Yeah, I've been to Arkansas and stuff like that. That was a beautiful country though. Beautiful country. Beautiful country. Arkansas, Louisiana, Florida, Mississippi, Alabama. I've been through all of those states. A lot of places and spaces. Where in the East Coast, I've been to a lot of places and spaces too. Up and down that way. Like I said, New York's uh, upstate New York, and then also New York and like New York City. But all over. Like I said, so many parts of this country are so beautiful, so beautiful. You would people from outside of the states don't even realize how many you know uh, beautiful sights and things that we have in the United States. So many. Yeah, and believe me, like going to another state is like going to a whole other country. Sometimes it is indeed. Yeah, but I like it. I like traveling. Been out, a lot outside the country though. That's been my main thing is traveling in and around West Africa. I haven't been to East Africa yet though, not yet. Um, but West Africa because that's where a lot of I have some family and stuff out there, so I go check them out and connect with them. But West Africa, um, the Caribbean, a lot of different places and spaces like that around those areas. That's where I've been. Haven't really been to I've been to France. I've been to France, to a few other places. Yes, it's true. Different states have their own beauty. They really do. They really, really do. You know. And I was fortunate to get to a lot of these states. You know, don't realize what you have until you not there no more, right? But there's some really beautiful states in the United States. So many. And not just the states. It's just people too. There's a bunch of different kind of cultures and like I loved going to Louisiana to seeing family there as well. There's so many different kinds of cultures out that way and things to see. It's not California though. Definitely, California has a wide range of folks from many different places, all over the world. Really, I can. Somebody said, really, you can go. Like I can pretty much meet anybody around the world in California. Well, there's a lot of people out here from many different places and spaces, which is a good thing. You know, good thing to have all these places and spaces of people that you can connect to. Like even before I traveled to Burkina Faso, because I lived in Burkina for a long time. Um, there was a lot of folks out there that um, I met folks in Burkina Faso, which is right above Ghana, um, that were here in school. Yeah, yeah, they were here in the States for school, and then they went back home. Um, and it's a trip to see somebody like tens of thousands of miles away from you, right, from where you live, but they know the streets and the areas that you're from. It's really a trip to see that. It really is. Yeah, yeah, but there's so many places and spaces here in the states. I would love to still travel to. It's so big. I've been to Canada though. Canada is really cool. And it's pretty fun. Really fun, actually. Especially in the winter. That winter is cold too, but it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Hmm. Victoria, Vancouver, Toronto, really nice up there. Hmm. Even good food, really good food too. Quebec, good food. Mm-hmm. Kind of extremely cold. You're right. Excuse me. Kind of is extremely cold. With Toronto, it's like any big city. Kind of Quebec too, but I like Toronto better. That's really nice out there. Oh, this is it's called a goosey stew. It's a Nigerian um meal with something called a goosey, which is like a melon seed. It's really good for the stomach. But lentils in there as well. Um, red sauce, what we call the red sauce, and some greens and a lot of other good stuff in there. I love to eat. But a goosey stew. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I generally don't even. I chop it up. I go. I eat up a lot of. I love to cook. I love to eat. Oh, I'm always eating on something. Always. But yeah, I've been to Illinois. Well, Tennessee. I have some family in Memphis. I have some family in Memphis. Hmm. Cousins and things like that in Memphis. Oh yeah, healthy eating always. But this time of night, generally if you're eating, I just been running and ripping all day. If I'm eating this late at night, I usually have something bitter or sour inside of it as well. Help to digest, stimulate the bile, so it can get it through the system. Are you in the east? Okay. East. Oh, Tennessee. Is that closer to the Appalachia in that area? That's really beautiful up there. Really beautiful. I went kind of into the Appalachia when I was in North Carolina area. I was out there, like I said, in August. We're towards those in those mountains. Really beautiful up there. Especially with herbs. There's a lot of herbs going wild. I know it's seasonal, but a lot of herbs up in the mountains of North Carolina and the Appalachian. A lot of things that's really beautiful up there. Crowley Mountain and Kings Mountain, and I know that's not really up there, but I went up in there. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. 45 minutes from Knoxville. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, every once in a while I'll make my way out that way. You know, every once in a blue moon. So I was in okay, North and South Carolina primarily. North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia, and Louisiana a little bit, but mostly those areas. And just that red clay, so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Really gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. I was just trying to get the lay of the land too. I see what kind of herbs, kind of things people are dealing with in that area. Charlotte, Charleston. I used to live in Charleston. Okay, South Carolina. Wow. Yeah, I was in Charlotte. I was in Charlotte, North Carolina. I was in a few places out that way. They would know better than I do. I'm not, because I'm not from there. But yeah, I saw on the side of the road. It looked like must be in the same family though. They said jumping grass, but it looked like lemongrass, but it didn't smell. And I talked to some folks at a flea market. And she was like, "No, that's not lemongrass at all. That's jump. He called it jumping grass." I was like, "Okay, okay." I didn't. But St. John's wort grows like a lot out there. I didn't realize it was a lot of St. John's wort. A lot of St. John's wort. A lot of all kind of different herbs. I saw out that way. Um, we call it airway issue, but it's a instead of a white flower, it's a blue flower on top of it. It's really that's a really medicinal flower. Got into those. Yeah, for certain. So you used to live in South Carolina, Charleston, huh? How long did you live out there for? What do you think of North Carolina as opposed to South Carolina? Uh, I would check out your other videos too. I lived 20 years. Oh, wow, 20 years. Okay, so you're from there, basically, is what you're trying to say. Okay. Yeah. Definitely a new experience going out that way because I definitely didn't know. I mean, I traveled through there, see family, and I met some family actually in North Carolina this time around. Um, very, good new experience because, again, coming from California, or so I would fly through there, I would go through places, but never spent a bunch of time. So it was really cool to see. I took a bus out to get out there, which was really interesting to me. Never take the bus going to anywhere. I took the Greyhound out there. I was like, okay, $62 each way. That's not a whole lot of whatever. I was in Charlotte. I was in Charlotte, North Carolina. I was in yeah, Charlotte primarily Charlotte, and some other places that I don't know. So I don't even want to lie to you like I knew where I was because I don't. I knew I was in Charlotte. I knew we was by well, we went to Durham. We definitely went to Durham. I remember that spot. Durham was pretty beautiful out there too. Met some good people out there in Durham. Hmm. Yeah, you and me both. That's funny you say that because in West Africa, in Burkina Faso, that's primarily what we did. We rode horses. You know, but me too. I'd definitely rather ride a horse. You are 100% right about that one. Beautiful thing. It was like this coal black horse that I rode when I was in Burkina Faso. It was so beautiful. Yeah, horses are highly intelligent too. Very intelligent. Very intelligent animals. Definitely. People generally take them for granted, but they highly intelligent. Yeah. That was pretty fun though. I'd probably go. I was gonna go back there to Carolinas, teaching classes mainly about herbs and things like that. But end up, I don't know if I'm gonna make it out there this year. Don't know if I'm gonna make it. I was planning on either going there or back to Nigeria or something like that. But we'll see what business takes me. If they're willing to pay for my way to come out there, I definitely will come out there. But other than that, right now, that is not the loop. You know, things change and rearrange every day, but I definitely see. Um, it was beautiful there, though. I definitely would say that it was very beautiful. But you know what I found? There was a lot of people that didn't know herbs in the Carolinas. I was like, what? Like I would go into these herbal shops and they wouldn't know what I was talking about, and botanical names or the local names. Only when I went to the um, like certain flea markets where people actually knew herbs, and even then, But if you went to a herbal shop, they or places like that, they look at you like, "What? What are you talking about?" Nothing like living in the country. Yeah, it's true. I'm going to old food. I want to learn about herbs and garden. Yeah, that is my main thing is growing herbs, growing things that sustain and build and grow life. Right? That is 100% facts. You know, building with people too. You know what I mean? In general, that's a good thing. Having good connections with folks, but definitely herbs like so many, and so many wild herbs that grow all over the place that people don't even realize how much they are exposed to or have at their access every day. You know, take it for granted. Like even in well, not even, but definitely in California, there's a lot of herbs and things that grow wild that people don't even realize. They take it as like, oh, we gotta import it. That's the other thing that I learned when I was in North Carolina that a lot of places they import a lot of the herbs and a lot of the stuff from here. I was like, wow, really? But all this farmland, all these places and spaces, and they're getting a lot of the herbs and stuff like that from here. That shocked me. I was surprised about that. I, I wasn't prepared for that one. I thought it was going to be just the opposite. That I was going to find a lot more. That's living food, spring water. Yeah, living water. Exactly, exactly. And not many people really know about what that actually means, right? Because they never seen it, they never experienced it. That's good living. Good living. Nothing like good, healthy living. Mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, right? Good living is always a beautiful thing. Keeping you mentally, emotionally, and physically in balance. That's most important. Balance. Right? Because a lot of people talk about a lot of different stuff, but not many people talk about being balanced. You know? It's easy to say or do or talk about many things, but living a balanced life, that's a hard one for most folks. Shit. Yeah. But that's where I really want to go. I was thinking about Georgia, but I just never. I was going to go out there. I know I have family out there too, but family in a lot of places. Um, but I want to go to Georgia. Have some students out there as well. Mind, body, and spirit balance is a big deal. Yeah, of course. You kidding me? Without balance is nothing. Without balance, you fall, right? You don't have balance, you will fall flat on your face in many ways. Yeah. These are the facts, and only the facts. All right, you too, you too. Thank you for coming in, Curious George. Thank you, thank you. This is actually my first live on TikTok. I, put a lot, posted a lot of stuff, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I seek to be healthy as much as possible, as much and as often as possible. Yep. Don't eat any. I cook my food. Or grow it or forage for it or otherwise, but I definitely do not promote. I used to work in these schools teaching soil science, right? And it was crazy because a lot of the youth, the children, they were. You would ask them where they think the food came from, and they would say the grocery store. Right? And okay, of course they're right, right? But um, you know, a lot of people really understand the importance of growing your food, having your food there, in a whole different capacity, right? That's a life changing insight. To truly eat fresh food, that's life changing. I remember I was in the Caribbean at one point, um, briefly, not for a long stint, but and just the food wise. And then when I was in Burkina, that was a big thing. About growing your foods, having your own foods. That was really big because they didn't have all the chemicals and crap that we have here as far as we're growing foods, right? So that was that was pretty cool to see. Like I didn't even realize that's the first time I actually saw a mango tree directly when I was in Burkina Faso in West Africa. I never seen one before I came there, and I didn't know there were so many different kinds of mangoes. It was like at least I loved mangoes before then, but didn't even realize there were so many. You know, like there was over 50, 60 different kinds of mangoes that I saw. Craziness. Yeah, I love mangoes. I love mangoes. Love mangoes. I love papayas too. That's the first time I ever saw a papaya. Was in West Africa. You know, as far as like the tree wise, I saw papayas before. Well, in California, we get them from Mexico. All right, so I never saw them any other kind of way, but the way that I saw them coming from Mexico. All right, um, believe me, it's so many different kinds of that they call it pawpaw there too. But that's that those mango, I mean those papayas was just amazing. So many different medicinal parts. I'm thinking just the fruit is medicinal, but the seeds, the everything on there is super medicinal. It's really beautiful. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, it was cool. But pawpaw was, whew, that was good stuff. Like I said, I'd never seen it in person. That was the very first time. I was like, yeah, because I didn't even know it grew on. I mean, I knew it grew on tree just because I studied it obviously and stuff like that. But it was, I just never seen the tree before. You know, just to see it in person. It's not that tall of a tree. You know, those things were. Whew, you talking about good? I've never had, and they made a special kind of juice and um, this porridge that they made was insanely so good. But that's what That's what traveling does. It helps you to see, even just in the states alone. You know, like we were talking about earlier. So much to see in the states. So much to see. Huh? So much to explore, to connect to, people wise, culture wise, everything. So much. Never saw pawpaw trees in person either. Yeah, it was a new experience. Mexico didn't do okay. Didn't do what? My family's from Colombia. Okay, okay, okay. Where about in Colombia is your family from? Yeah, I had there was a lot of different little mangoes. So I remember going to Mexico City. Mexico City, we were right by the Zocalo, and we went into the different parts and places and stuff like that, doing art. Actually, that was a thing when I was in Mexico. But yeah, it was beautiful out there too. When you got out the city, even in the city, that was a thing that I saw. I never been to Colombia though. Colombia is definitely on my next. Okay, okay. Is that the north? Is that the north? Yeah. I've never been to Colombia. I heard a lot of beautiful things about it though. A lot of my friends were telling me about the how gorgeous it was, how the culture, the food, the everything. Yeah, I heard a lot about that. A lot about that. Yeah, that's definitely one of the places I want to visit. Well, because I'm a Babalawo, and so there's a big culture of Babalaos there in Colombia. I was talking to a Babalao from there. Hmm. A lot of Yoruba culture that's transitioned out there. On the coast. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I heard that was really beautiful. Now, how far? I'm trying to think of Afro Colombians. The main space. I forget the name of it. That's what my good friend was telling me about that culture there, and that's what he's talking about the Ifa community that was there, and it was he said somewhere along the coast. Can't remember the name of it. But yeah, no, Nigeria is beautiful. Nigeria gets a bad rap because there's cameras there, you know. But there's definitely, it gets a bad rap because there's a lot of beautiful places in Nigeria. Even in Lagos. Lagos is really amazing. Um, like I said, I've never had a problem going to Nigeria just because I've only gone with family or I've gone with people who, going there with a specific purpose, not necessarily just going to Nigeria. And I would never recommend anybody just pop up and go to Nigeria. That's not the place to do that. Unless you have a guide or somebody that you're going with, you don't just randomly go to Nigeria. I heard you don't do that. But it's beautiful, you know. Same thing with Burkina. Burkina is another beautiful place. Like I said, I lived Burkina and Ghana is another place. But what I want to go is also is Benin Republic. Yeah, I'd love to go there. They have a festival there around this time of the year. I want to go to. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah. So, how long have you been in Tennessee then? You said you were in Tennessee. How long have you been in Tennessee? From from Colombia. Since 2018. Wow. Wow. Bruh, is that the only place that you lived in the States? Oh, wow. You came right during the pandemic. That's crazy. Wow. That must have been interesting to live in. in Tennessee at that time. From Charleston. Oh, from Charleston today. Okay. I was born in New Jersey. I've traveled more than I would like. My family loves to travel. Yeah, me too. I love to travel. I love to go and connect and build with folks from different places and spaces. Oh yeah, you have been from Charleston to New Jersey. That's a big shift right there. And then from New Jersey to Tennessee, that's a major shift. Hey, that's a big shift. That's a big shift. That work. That's a big change. Yeah, but Colombia, I always want to go to Colombia. I think that may be my next trip actually, is to go out to Colombia. Well, actually, my next trip would be back to Nigeria, but definitely Colombia would be on that Richter scale too. Somewhere in there. Yep. Cool. Got to see different places and people. Yeah, no, you know what? That's the best kind of travel too. To actually see um, people. Different cultures. Yeah, they're always different cultures, right? Different ways to connect with folks and build with people. It's always a nice thing to do. Yeah, always and always. Yeah, traveling is the key to life. You travel enough, you get the chance to see many different things in many different ways. You're not stuck, you know, not stuck in any one ideal. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I definitely want to make my way to to Colombia and also to um, where else? Brazil. Yeah, when I get to Brazil, there's also a big IFA community out there as well. I definitely want to get to Brazil. Definitely want to get to. In fact, my person Luo from Nigeria was he would go back and forth to Brazil a lot actually. Hmm. Yeah, India. India is another place I would love to go travel. You know, on my scene, a lot of beautiful ancient cultures there as well. There, so many things to see, explore, and herb wise, it's really beautiful. But like I said, you will be surprised at how many herbs we actually have here in the states. There's a lot of herbs, a lot of things. I don't know. I don't know what that means. User or this channel. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that means. I don't know what that is. Did I put that up there on accident? Move as standard. Does that do it now? I'm a mod. Oh, I don't know what that means. I don't even know. Oh, I was trying to see if you want to come up and talk. I think that's what I was trying to do. Yeah, I was trying to get you to come on up. 'Cause I saw I'm used to doing. I was used to doing a on TikTok. People come up and talk. Just haven't mastered that here because I don't do lives here. Actually, this is really my first live on YouTube. I've done maybe one. Just trying to figure it out. So when it talks about standard moderator and other moderators, that when adding a second somebody on there to talk with, is that what that is? I don't know. Moderator who keeps the chat in order. Oh, got you. That okay. We don't have enough people here, just you and me. I think we'll be okay. Okay. I thought that meant bringing you up. How do I bring you up? Or how do I bring people up? Yeah, how do I bring people up to talk, to be on the panel or to talk with me? Do you know? Oh yeah, I'm like I said, I'm just trying to see how I can get on here and do that too a little bit easier. That's what I was asking because I was like, well, maybe somebody can aid me in that process because I truly don't know. I do not know at all. Not even a little bit. But it's been you know, maybe on here for another hour, so maybe there should be YouTube videos on that knowledge. Yeah, I'm sure there is somewhere. There's YouTube about everything, right? Just about everything you can think of. There's a YouTube for something. Something somewhere, some way. I'm sure. Yep. Always something you can find on there. I'm glad to be your first live. You are definitely. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. Like I said, if you're on TikTok at any point, um, it's under Babalao a la Bigba or Afro Urban Apothecary on Afro Urban Apothecary Shop on Instagram. That's what I am on Insta. Like I said, I gotta figure this out. The more I do it, the more I'll be better at it, I guess, right? That's the road to travel. I was trying to figure it out though, so I can get like better understanding of it. Then I start really making, herbs and teas and doing all kind of stuff on here. Once I can get that done. Yeah, I appreciate you too for coming through. That's it's always a beautiful thing to see folks come through and spend some time with me. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to get to Nigeria, that is some beautiful country. It really is. It really, really is. Um, yeah, so was Burkina. Burkina Faso was also another. I spent a lot of time there. Like a year and a half, I was in Burkina. It's really beautiful in Burkina Faso. I don't do TikTok or Insta. You will learn. But yeah, just with practice. The more I do it, somebody would tell me something. I'll go on. Yeah, but that's. I guess it all depends too on what I put in the title, right? The title will attract who and what I want to come in. I think that's what it is. And do people add or subscribe to the channel stuff like that too from there? I know somebody curious earlier. He asked how he added on. But definitely add on, add me. Look at some of the videos. If you have any questions about anything that I have on there, definitely feel free to reach out to me. Um, that's where I'm a primarily come into trying to get folks to come over here a little from TikTok because I know on the 19th, I think it's called. I think it's the 19th or something like that. They're supposed to shut it down. So I don't know how true that is, but that's what they say. So I want to get back over here. Actually, originally I came here. Originally I came to YouTube first, and it just I think around the time something happened. I was uploading a lot of videos, and then got a little bit of traction from it. Um, and I think somebody had told me about. I think it was my family told me about um, TikTok, and then that's when I got on there. Around that time, about 2018. Yeah, maybe a little later. Maybe 2021. I think is when I got on there. Yeah. Why does this form look different? I've been liked. Oh, cool. Thank you. Um, why does the form look different? Like what? What do you mean? What kind of form is it? Believe me, I'm learning just like you. What's different about it when you see it? But thank you for subscribing, liking. I appreciate that. Definitely. Uh, I mean format. Yeah, I don't know. So I was. I guess I may have pushed something and not even knowing what it was. But I'm. I just came on. I didn't put it in any kind of whatever. I just came on standard. I guess I had a. Actually, I wasn't gonna come on here. I was gonna go on TikTok tonight, but I was like, yeah, no, let me try something different. Come on here, see what's going on. Then I came across you. Yeah. Do you have a lot of family still in Colombia now? Or was the last time you've been there? Really? Oh, not many. Oh, okay, 5 years ago. Okay, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Have you traveled throughout Colombia or just that Pacific area you've been to, or that where you were born? 5 years. Ah, no. It's been a long time since I've been back to Nigeria. It's been way too long. Since 2009. Yeah, 2009. So the last time I was there. I need to get back. Get back. I need to get back. I need to get back. For real. Hopefully, sometime this year I can get back there, but you know, time will tell. Time will tell. Yeah, I want to get back ASAP. But so much going on right now. I would rather leave when have a little bit more time. But I want to get out there ASAP. Yeah, I want to get to back to Nigeria very soon. Very, very soon. Very soon. Very soon. take so much. It's not even really that expensive to get out there. This time of the year is actually really inexpensive to get to Nigeria. If I try to go during the holiday season, craziness, crazy. Yeah, it's 3 hours earlier. Yeah, now it's not the time to travel exactly. Yeah, it's like 12:13 right now in California. Yep. But no, you're right. Now is not the time to travel at all. At all. I wouldn't travel right now for nothing. And plus, there's so much work to do here in the States. But, if opportunity came up for me to go, I would go. I would definitely go. Just because, it's been so long since I really traveled outside the States. I'm ready. I'm ready to leave real quick, at least for a few months. Um, Especially if I had anything to do with art, that would be beautiful. But most likely my next trip is going to be business. Too much going on to travel. Yeah, no, yeah, you said that. No, you're right though. There is. There's a lot of stuff going on right now that I would not. I really wouldn't want to travel right now as much. But I do want to. I do actually. I think that I do want to travel now. I just. It's not even about the money because the money is. It's not that expensive to travel now that it is to travel. Um, the end of the year or that kind of traffic. I definitely didn't want to travel then. But I do want to get out there in maybe March, maybe down in March sometime. That would be a good time for me to go. Yep, I would love to travel around March or so, April. So we see what the weather and everything else determines that to be. That's the biggest determining factor, the weather. But it's nice out there now, but I wouldn't want to travel. Uh, I watch a channel and the guy uses a cell phone and puts the number in the chat and people call. Really? That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, no, I wouldn't mind people calling me. I wouldn't mind people calling at all, asking questions and whatever. So that would not be a bad idea. Then you gotta watch out for the scammers though. I know there's a lot of them. Always. Gotta watch out for them. Yeah. But that's what I like about YouTube though. There's a bunch of people from all over the world that come from all different kinds of walk of life, different cultures. Can really have good conversations with folks. That's why I want to come back on here again. Start doing it. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll put some coral on here. Oh, so you were born here in the States. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, pretty cool. Did you said on the East Coast. You did say that earlier. Mostly on the East. But I have family out that way, but I don't really travel. Not lately. I have not in a while. In a long while. Even longer than I've been to Nigeria. I haven't been to East Coast in that long. Mhm. Though my brother's out there now. my oldest brother. So maybe go check him out. But definitely not in upstate New York. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. You can keep it. Not in the wintertime. I'm talking about summertime all day long. Love it in the summer. That's what got me stuck in Buffalo in the first place. Well, I'm sleepy now. Going to sleep. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Definitely. Thank you for subscribing. We'll definitely connect too soon. I'm about to get out of here too. It's about 12:18. Yeah. Let me jump out of here now. But yeah, keep in contact. Definitely. I'd like to see some of your artwork too. Send me a link to your artwork. I'd love to see some of your work. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Oh, good night. Thank you, Grace. Appreciate you. Like I said, feel free to contact me. Check out some of the videos on the profile. Link up. I'd love to, again, see some of your work. be on for another 7-10 minutes or so. I'm out. Appreciate folks that came through on the live. It is definitely first time really doing a long live on here. An hour. I posted up different things, and we'll post other things, content that I have, primarily about herbs and again traditional Ifa from Nigeria. Um, that's what I primarily am talking about, and art. Definitely posting things about herbs, roots, things like that. I'm always, I travel when I'm going somewhere. I'm always posting things about my travels. So if you have any questions or anything like that you want to get in, I know we didn't have a pretty long conversation today, but definitely if you have any questions about what you've seen or what you heard or what you went through in this life, definitely feel free. Oh shoot, I could do that. Definitely feel free to contact me. Yeah. I will see you next time. Will tell my teacher. Yeah, please, please do, please do, please do. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yep, it's that time. Get out of here. Let me get out of here. All right. You have a good night. Odabo.